and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of luck. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it up.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Panthers of Tokyo taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
On the return, Deontay Hardy.
Come on, set! Striker, 3-3. Set.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Right. Six, mega. Hey, blue. Set, huh?
Young. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
18 Cardinals.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Brian Burns. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
The Seahawks at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They had their 6-game winning streak snapped a week ago, but still, it's a team that's playing pretty darn well.
And like the old song says, accentuate the positive, and I think that's exactly what this team's going to do. If you've won 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL. So I don't think the one loss is really going to discourage them.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll audible to something else.
60 Maverick. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 34. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Here's Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Uchenna Nwosu. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check man, check man. Hey.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Ready.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 60.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
An audible here to get a new look.
Red. Green jack. Hey, red.
Young to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Check smash. Check smash.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line is a gain of 5.
17-0 our score after 1.
Ready.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That throw by Young incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Walker once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone. Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Hardy on the return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Fly blue. Edo blue. Go pink. Ready?
Now here's Young. They'll fire this deep for Hardy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Young, he's going to change it up.
Dog red. Steel black. Yellow blue. Cut.
Young on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
On the double. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Rig alert, rig alert. Check, hurt. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
19 Lions.
On play action, they'll throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker, but he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
The 21-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now an audible here into something else. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shot. 17.
Throwing. Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready. Ready. Striker. 3-3. Ready.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Black Ultra.
4th down, Young. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Trash. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hustle. Hustle. Ready.
Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
18, pioneer.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Ready, set.
Now a second and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
In motion right, Debo. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Go street. Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Switch, yellow.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Off the play fake, Young.
49-yard line.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 27. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The play fake, now Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Third and long for Young. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. An audible here to get a new look. Here's Young throwing on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not an ideal way to end it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 69 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On the counter, it's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seahawks! Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just continue to roll. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to speed things up here.
Gain of 5. And Antonio, 1st down.
52. Red cycle.
It's Young on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Young. Open man here is Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards.
1st down, Young. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. This is caught. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Got it. Trouble 38. Check White. Set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Now Young going to move him around.
Young now to throw on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
97. Let's go. Charge. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run with Sanders. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 60.
And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
50 series. Clock, 10. Set, cut.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well.
There he goes, right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
19 tight. 19 tight. Three.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Bronco 80.
Now they'll change things up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger. Trap 60. 18 Rattler. Check. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to Walker on first down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Young.
29-yard line.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. That's caught at the 1. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
Pickup for 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Young back near the goal line. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Blaster, stay.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
A gain of 15. And the Panther.
It's Young off play action. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
To throw is Young. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ray. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Go Ray. Black shot. Striker. Set cut.
Young. And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
cycles. 3-3. Ready? Go.
And now here's another interception. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go now. Second, 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Those are friends in Bayou.